Shalom, Yahweh, Hashem, Yashabakatah. I want to get started off with saying all praise and honor to the Father, Yahweh, and to His Son, Yahweh Shai. Just started today with a little quick lesson on holidays. Been going through a lot. You know, the Lord been testing my spirit, been trying me. But one thing I realized, being in His truth, you gonna be tested. You know, He gonna try you. When you say you're ready to follow Him, He gonna test you. You know, it's not gonna be easy. It's not easy following the Lord, but it's gonna be worth it at the end of the day when you try to make it to that kingdom. You know, this truth ain't just about, when you following God, it's not about just praying, asking for things, you know, hoping He just bless you, you know, think you found God now, your life gonna be easy and gravy, easy peasy, you know. Because this truth is very hard. I wouldn't say very hard, but it comes with being tried a lot. You know, He gonna try your spirit. Just like He did with Job. He took Job's whole family away, and his wife left him after that, you know. But Job stayed 10 toes down, and He blessed him 10 times more. And I'm gonna start with a precept. This is 1 Peter 1, and I'm gonna start at 7. That the genuineness of your faith, being much more precious than gold that perishes though it is tested by fire, may be found to praise, honor, and glory at the revelation of Jesus Christ. So your faith is more precious than gold, and gold perishes, and it's gonna be tested by fire. And we're doing all that to honor Yahweh Shai. And I'm gonna spin back with another precept. We're gonna stay in Peter. Stay in 1 Peter. This is 1 Peter 4 and 12. Beloved, do not think it strange concerning the fiery trial which is to try you, as though some strange things happen to you, but rejoice to the extent that you partake of Christ's suffering. So it's saying, you don't think that when strange things happen to you, don't think it's strange things. Don't think it's weird. You know, don't think it's not supposed to happen. Like I said, when you come to this truth, you gotta expect to be tried. You gotta expect the Lord to, you know, let me see if my son really about what he say for he's talking. Let me test him. And that's what he's saying. Don't think it's strange that these strange things happen to you. But it said, but rejoice. Be happy. Be happy that you are a chosen one. Be happy that you are able to be tested by God, because He's not testing everyone. You know, when you got a football team and you got your favorite player on a football team, you're not going to test everyone. You're not going to put everyone through hard practices, hard punishment. You're not going to be hard on everyone on that team. You're going to be hard on your best player. And that's what the Lord's doing. But I would just start off with that. Just, you know, give a little couple precepts on that. You know, stay 10 toes down when you're in this truth. But the real lesson is about, you know, we got a lot of holidays, wicked holidays coming up. You got Thanksgiving, you got Christmas coming up, you know, my birthday coming up, and I want to get into those a little bit. So we're gonna start with first Corinthians 13 and 6. This is 1 Corinthians 13 and 6. Do not rejoice in iniquity, but rejoice in the truth. So don't be happy and rejoicing in evil, you know. We're supposed to stay away from evil things. But it said rejoice in the truth. And what is the truth? Let's go to that. The Lord got answers for everything for us. And let's see what that truth is. He said, don't rejoice in iniquity, but rejoice in truth. This is Psalms 119 and 142. Your righteousness is an everlasting righteousness, and your law is the truth. So your righteousness is everlasting, it's forever. When you want to be righteous, that righteousness is forever. And it said the law is the truth. So don't rejoice in iniquity. Back to when we go back to Corinthians, it said don't rejoice in iniquity, rejoice in the truth. So don't rejoice in, it said rejoice in the law, because the law is the truth, keeping His commandments, following Yahweh Shai, Yahweh. And we're going to go to Jeremiah 20 and 14. You know, to dive a little more deeper into this. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 20, verse 14. Cursed be the day in which I was born. Let the day not be blessed in which my mother bore me. Let the man be cursed who brought news to my father, saying, a male child has been born to you. So he's saying, Jeremiah is saying right here, cursed be. He said, F that day I was born. You don't give a damn. So he said, let that day not be blessed. So you got many of us in this world, we like to follow our birthday every year, keep up with it. When our birthday coming up, a lot of us like to plan months ahead, preparing for this day, what I'm going to do, how I'm going to celebrate this day. You only thinking of yourself. But Jeremiah right here is saying, F that day, We're not supposed to follow man-made holidays. These are all pagan holidays. They all originated from evil doings. And we might not know that, but if you go and research these things, Google is a good tool. ChatGPT, Google, all these things are good tools, and they'll tell you. But you have to search out these teachings. It's not going to just come to you. Like I said, when you fall on this truth, it's not easy. That's what I meant when I say it's not easy, because you won't know unless you search for yourself. And that's what Jeremiah says. He said, curse that day I was born. F that birthday. I'm following. I'm keeping commandments. I'm keeping the holy days. And we're gonna spin back with another precept and go to Jeremiah 10:2. This is Jeremiah chapter 10, verse 2. Thus say the Lord, do not learn the way of the Gentiles. Do not be dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the Gentiles are dismayed at them. For the customs of people are futile. For one cuts a tree from the forest, the works of the hands of the workmen with the axe. They decorate it with silver and gold. They fasten it with nails and hammers. And what does that sound right there? He said, don't learn the way of the Gentile. Don't learn the ways of these heathens. And that's one holiday. What is that? That's plain on table. What did that sound like? That sound like Christmas. Don't learn the way of Christmas. Don't get that. We don't do that today, obviously. We don't get an axe, go down, cut the tree down ourselves. But it's easy to go to the store, and you're going to see these same axes, these same trees that's cut down, decorated, got the star up top. All these are pagan holidays. They all rituals. And they got evil spirits behind them, and they originated in evil ways, worshiping false gods. And what's the first commandment? Don't put any gods before me. All right, we're gonna spin back to another precept. We're supposed to keep the Lord's holy holidays. We don't keep man-made holidays. You're not supposed to follow man, because the Lord is a jealous God, and when you follow a man more than him, you're going to be jealous. And that's when he's going to start punishing you. So we got Thanksgiving coming up. I like to call it Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving originated from when the Spaniards came down to the Americas, and they seen the Native Americans and Hispanics, so-called Hispanics here today. They seen them here, and they said, look what we found. They used the book of Esdras to find this place, first of all. And when they found this place, when Christopher Columbus, he said he discovered it, he found them here. And what did they do? Our peoples are nice, and we so when the unrighteous rule, the earth mourns. But when the righteous rules, the earth is in rejoice. So we take care of everyone. We don't break commandments. We don't kill people. We don't, unless the Lord tells us to do certain things. Unless it's the Lord command. But we're not going out there just taking people's land, killing them, giving them diseases, raping them. We've never done those type of things. Those are heathen things. And that's how they found this land today. They stole it. And they made a holiday out of it. And they brainwashed our people, which are so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, to celebrate that day on killing their own people. And we so dumb, we do it every year. Every year we going all out. And we buying evil foods that we're not supposed to eat on this day. I'm gonna start with Exodus 12 and 14. These are the days we're supposed to keep, the holy days. They all have meaning. Every holiday has a meaning. Holy day has a meaning. These holidays don't have meanings. They have evil meanings behind them. They got you worshiping false gods. This is Exodus 20 and 14. So this day shall be to you a memorial, and you shall keep it as a feast to the Lord throughout your generations. You shall keep it as a feast by an everlasting ordinance. So it's saying you shall keep this day right here. It's my Passover. I'm not going to get too much into this, but just break it down. This is my Passover. So you should keep it a feast. Keep it it's an everlasting ordinance. Keep it, that means keep it forever. You're going to keep this holiday forever. And it said through your generations. That's plural. From generation to generation to generation to generation. And it said everlasting ordinance, which means forever. Not when Christ come back that I don't have to keep the commandments no more. I don't have to keep this holiday no more. I can go eat pork. I can go celebrate Christmas, celebrate my birthday. No, it said you keep this day forever. So yeah, I just want to get that little lesson on that, since the holiday's coming up, gotta wake our people up. So, faster our people wake up and get the hell out of here. We could get back in real shit, So I'm going to end it off with that. Shalom, Yahweh Hashem Yahshua Barakatah. All praise and honor to the Father and to His Son, Yahweh Shah. Shalom, Israel.